Okay, I am recording a video for the first time in a while. And yeah, I'm going to be watching um what am I? Oh, the Pokemon card hobby is in serious trouble. This is a video by Pokerev. He's like one of the most I think he is the most popular Pokemon card YouTuber. I like his content. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been sitting here for a while trying to figure out how to articulate my words and just to explain exactly how I feel about everything that's going on in the hobby right now, everything that's going on with Pokemon cards in 2025. And I, I'm scared for the hobby. I'm scared for the hobby. I'm afraid for the average Pokemon fan enthusiast, and I'm
Okay, let's see why. Let's see why.
scared for the players of the game. I'm going to explain everything in detail in this video. And just to throw it out there, this is just my personal opinion on the
Yeah.
matter.
I'm gonna
You can have
I'm
your own
gonna see if
opinion.
I agree with it. Um, I'm pretty into Pokemon cards. I'm not like crazy collector. I mean, if you want to send me Pokemon cards, I'll gladly take them.
This is my opinion. Do not take it as fact, but I feel like I need to get this out there. I feel like I need to make this video because this is really important to me, and I'm sure it's important to a lot of people, especially people that are involved in the Pokemon card hobby right now. So what we're seeing, what's going on is
Oh, I think I saw a Moist Critical. I think I saw a Moist Critical video on this. There's like crazy drama. Like at Costco, people are like stealing tons of boxes.
Pokemon cards are booming, right? And it's happened over the last 3 months. I want to say it's progressively getting more and more intense. And I think we're in a bad situation right now with Pokemon cards. There's no way to sugarcoat it. I think this is bad, and I know a lot of people agree with that. But I want to get into
Okay,
more
yeah.
of why I feel
I think right now I agree with that too, from what I've seen.
like that. I want to explain a little bit, and
I
hopefully
don't live in too
there's a
big of a
positive
city.
outlook
I don't live in too big of a city.
on this.
I don't live in too big of a city. That guy cut me off so many times. I don't live in too big of a city, but like even there, it's hard to get Pokemon cards, and I haven't even been in a store in a while. I haven't even seen like the new sets, but like it's rare that you find good stuff anymore. All you see is like the weird third party stuff that no one wants, where it's just like a bunch of cards, but none of them are good.
For the future, but I think that we just we have to play our cards right. At the end of the day, we have to get our voices out there, let it be known that this is an issue and that we need to figure out how to resolve this. So where do we start? So let's start back in 2016. 2016, there was a big boom with Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go came out. The app was hugely successful. There were
Yeah, Pokemon Go, I don't play it that much anymore, but I played it a long time after it wasn't as popular. It's fun. I still recommend it.
so many people playing the game. You could see like literally your grandma was probably going around playing Pokemon Go,
Yeah,
or your
like
mom, or
wherever
like
you
your
went,
uncle, or
people
like
would have their phones out.
anybody. Like realistically, there were
People died from Pokemon Go.
so many people that were playing Pokemon Go, and that got a lot more people back into the
Do I have my PNG Tuber Plus on? I do.
Pokemon, the hobby as a whole. It got people back into the card game. It got people back into the video games. It just got people back into
The video
Pokemon
games
again.
are
It
fun.
was a really big cat.
Switch 2, when the Switch 2 comes out, if they have like a live streaming, I'll live stream if I get one. I think my dad said he was gonna get one.
Catalyst at the time to pull people back into this franchise, which is the biggest media franchise literally in the world. Like it
Yeah, it's crazy. Pokemon, like Pikachu is more recognizable than Mickey Mouse.
is ridiculous how much money Pokemon brings in. And 2016 was huge. I mean, I myself got into Pokemon again at that time. Now, I collected as a kid back in the 90s, of course, when Pokemon was first released, and I played the game and I collected for probably, I want to say, 3 solid years. I was super into it. And like a lot of kids at the time, you got a little bit older, whatever. It just was something that got pushed to the side. A lot of people did stay with it though, but it was a big hype phase back when it first came out, and a lot of people
Yep.
thought it was just a temporary fad. They thought Pokemon was just going to be this fad, and it was going to end. It didn't
Not
end.
really. Okay, people say that, but it never really ended. But like, there was like those periods of times where it's more popular than other times. Like the Logan Paul craze. That was like everyone wanted Pokemon cards. Like everyone wanted his Charizard. But yeah, there's been another craze. I don't think actually I think it is. Yeah, it's like about that crazy because Logan Paul, it was just Logan Paul was collecting base set 1. There wasn't like a new set, but now there is a new set and everyone wants it. It's like a 151 thing.
It's kept going for decades at this point, and
Yep.
we saw that it's just ballooned into this crazy, crazy, ridiculous thing right now in 2025. But anyway, 2016, everybody was getting back into it, and it was a big bump in popularity. And I remember people were really,
Yeah.
vintage was going up. That was a big thing. Modern was really, it wasn't anything crazy. Like modern was.
Modern, I think Modern's good still. I think Modern was worse when it was like X and Y. Alola was not that good, but it was better. But I think Sword and Shield and what we have now is good.
Selling, but boxes like Evolution, stuff like that, they were still whatever, $90 a box or something like that. You could go on Amazon, you could literally buy as many as you wanted. It wasn't Modern was not getting a crazy boost like that. So after 2016, it cooled off
Yeah, now Modern is like going crazy. 151, everyone wants it.
a bit, and then I was still doing my thing, right? I was still opening cards. We were doing breaks. We were doing content. We were having fun with Pokemon in general. So many people were able to buy any set they really wanted in Modern. Like it was not a
Yeah,
big deal to purchase any set.
that's good. That's good. Like nowadays there's like $50 packs and it's not even like the base set ones. It's like a rare like Sword and Shield pack is like $45 per pack.
I mean, Evolution or Evolving Skies was you could just pick it up.
Yeah, Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies.
I mean, everything was just it was MSRP or whatever. But 2021 and a 21 hit, and with everything going on in the world, with COVID, with people getting into opening packs and videos and content, and just social media in general was exploding. TikTok was becoming a thing.
Oh yeah, Pokemon cards they got on TikTok because someone could just like open a pack. They didn't have to like nowadays this guy will open up like 20 boxes.
Short form content was blowing up.
Yeah.
And what happened was we had a ton of people jump into Pokemon cards for all these different reasons that snowballed together. There's a lot of different catalysts that happened at the same time then, and they just kind of was like throwing gasoline on the fire. And in 2021, in the beginning of 2022, there was another huge, massive boom. And I feel like it was more specifically based off of vintage Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
But there was.
Yeah. I think he's talking about the Logan Paul phase. The Logan Paul thing. That was crazy.
A lot of modern. We saw stuff like Champions Path being sold out. We saw Vivid Voltage blowing up.
Oh, Vivid Voltage. I think me and my friend got like one of the boxes. I think I still have the jumbo card of Bolthound.
But it was never to the levels of what we're experiencing right now. So after 2021, 2022, it started to cool off again. And it cooled off for a couple years, I feel like. And now we got to the end of 2024, and all of a sudden there's just more chatter about Pokemon cards. There's more talks about
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It's the 151 just got so popular.
just modern sets in general. And then we had Surging Sparks. I feel like Surging Sparks was a really big catalyst for people getting back in.
Surging Sparks. I think I've heard of that one, but what that one is. Surging Sparks. Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, that one's popular.
And we saw Surging Sparks right out the gate, $150 a box, $175, 200, 220. I think we're now at what, like $230 for a booster box of Surging Sparks. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this set is good, but it's not insane. It's not like there's no reason why it should be a $300 booster box. I mean, well, whatever, $230 booster box.
Yeah,
But we're
that's crazy. I've seen that. I've seen that pack. It looks like it doesn't look like it should cost that much. It looks like a cheap pack. Like packs we have now shouldn't be that expensive. Like 151, I think it's okay if 151's expensive because 151 is like they've had that going for a while. They just release like new, it's like subsets within it. But like, yeah, that just looks like a basic pack. And we're still on that era of cards, so it shouldn't, yeah, it shouldn't be costing that much.
seeing that. We're seeing this massive craze of people buying boxes, and right now, it almost feels like there is this sort of like new outlook on modern Pokemon cards as this huge investment vehicle. And you know what? And I'm not blaming any single person or any single group of, I guess, people that are jumping into
I'm gonna say scalpers are bad.
Pokemon, but I will say the investing side of this, there's no one way to slice this or to say this, but the investing side of this is really, really blowing this whole thing up with people buying the boxes, the sealed product. It almost feels like to me like
those are scalpers. They buy boxes and then they just sell them. They don't open them up at all. Like when I heard like some people will say they invest in Pokemon cards and then they just like they open up boxes and then hopefully get lucky and send them into PSA. But like there's two investors. There's those people and then there's the people who just like sell sealed boxes.
cryptocurrencies that are being released, like booster boxes are like new forms of crypto that drop, and
Bitcoin Pokemon collab.
people are just buying them up, and it's almost like a box that's under $200 is like this great value, or this great like investment vehicle for people right now. And I mean, I'll show you guys like boxes based
What? Twilight Masquerade. Wait, I didn't mean to mute him.
on TCG Player. I think I'm on the second page. Let me go to the first page. But these are like the best selling booster boxes right now. And you're seeing like here's Surging Sparks at $230 as one of the top selling sealed booster boxes.
Surging Sparks. That's not even that good of a pack. Oh, the Evolving Skies is less. $90 and the market price is like 1,000. That's worth it.
Is right now at this current time, and you could see sales on the side here. I believe this is like you know what I mean, like these are the different items sold. You could see right here every, I guess, couple of days, January 9th to the 11th, the 6th to the 8th, like 154
Yeah,
sold,
that's crazy.
127 sold at this price, 115 at that price, 149 at that price. And this is just TC Player. You know, we have conventions, we have eBay, we have
Oh yeah, conventions. I kind of want to go to a Pokemon card convention, but I don't have my own money. Which is why that's why you should subscribe so you can start making money off YouTube. I also have a Twitch. Go follow my Twitch. But if you follow me, please follow this guy.
TikTok,
Pokerev.
we have Whatnot, we have all these apps, all these marketplaces for all this stuff right now. But what it seems like is happening to me, again, this is just my opinion, is that like all these boxes are just like, this is Paldea evolved, and it's almost like people are just buying these, and they just keep going up, and people just keep buying them, and it's
Yeah, people buy them and then they just sell them. They don't open them. They just sell them for more.
it's tough because I feel like this is affecting the average collector so much, and I'm afraid of what's happening now with the TCG. I'm afraid of what's happening with this people, enthusiasts of the game, people that genuinely love Pokemon, whether it's the games or the cards, people that are just enthusiastic about the brand, who love collecting the cards, who
I feel like
honestly,
those are the people who get the worst end of the deal. Like the investors, they just buy the cards and they get sold. But like the people who actually like love Pokemon and stuff, it's like too expensive for them. Or if it is, they have to it. Or if it isn't, like it's just bad because like they can't buy booster boxes because they're too expensive still.
and I know, like, you could say, well, just take a step back. It's just cardboard. Like, this is not a necessity in life.
It's card, but like crypto is just like a line of code, but it's still worth like millions.
If this is not food, this is not water. But dude, this is people's entertainment. This is pulls people away from the
It's people's jobs, not just entertainment.
grind of life, and is something that
I think if they get too expensive, people won't be buying them as much. It'll just be scalpers buying other scalpers' stuff and then selling it to scalpers again. I think hopefully there'll be a way that Pokemon like sells boxes for cheap enough that scalpers don't want them, and then they get rid of the scalpers.
makes a lot of people happy, that they can enjoy. And it's really upsetting when this is, I feel like, being taken away. It feels like it's being taken away from your average Pokemon card enthusiast,
Exactly,
collector, player,
exactly.
whatever that may be. And look, I'm not against people getting into the hobby and jumping in, and anybody being a part of the hobby. I've said that since day one of starting this channel, that we would always be open to people coming into the hobby, to sharing the hobby with people, and enjoying it. And I've been opening up Pokemon cards now for like 10 years, just about. I mean, if you include when I was a kid, another 3 years there, but for probably 10 years now of opening cards. And well before YouTube, I was doing daily Pokemon card openings for 5 years before I even jumped on YouTube, and started creating content out of it, because I was
Wait, what? So you just open a pack a day? Not gonna lie, I would love to do that. Like an advent calendar, but it's every single day and you just get to open a pack. That would be so expensive though, because like, dude, let's say let's say every pack 365 times 5. Yeah, that would be expensive. And it's probably not even $5 per pack. It could be more. Let's say like 5.5. Yeah, 2,000. That ain't the worst thing in the world. But like,
having so much fun with it. I was enjoying it. I'm passionate for this hobby. I love this hobby so much. I love
yeah,
collecting. I love
I
opening packs.
every Christmas I ask for Pokemon cards, and I usually get some, and it's fun. And I don't usually make videos on them, but like I'd like to. I'd like to make videos on Pokemon cards, but like I don't make money yet, and you have to have money to like start doing it. So like, please subscribe. If you subscribe, I'll make the content you want me to, and it'll be easier too.
And I wanted to bring that to other people. And at the same time, to be able to do that as a full time career, it's a blessing. I mean, like, I'm so grateful to be able to do this. I'm so grateful for this community. And I really don't want to see Pokemon go down the wrong path. And I don't want to see this turn into this huge sort of like, just buy, invest, blah blah blah. Like, and yeah, I know we talk about the money, we talk about value of cards, we talk about if it's worth opening booster boxes or not, because I think that's important. And it's not solely like
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like saying the value of a card isn't bad. saying the value of a box isn't bad. It's just like when you selling it, when you buy the cards and you sell the cards with no intent of actually opening them, it's like you're not actually in the hobby. You're just making money off of other people's hobby.
Money aspect of it, but it's more so if you're gonna buy a booster box for $500 of Fusion Strike and you want to open it up and you want to see the cards and have fun with it. Well, number one, well, let's move away from Fusion Strike. Let's just talk about realistically
Fusion stuff.
prismatic evolutions, which is really the issue right now. And I mean, it's like, dude, you want to open up prismatic evolutions right now as a normal collector and pay eight right here. You can see $18 a pack is the market price.
That's crazy. That's like 4 times as much as it should be. A Pokemon card pack should be $5 or $6. They're way too expensive now. I feel like the only cards you're gonna get for like $5 are the ones that aren't gonna be good, or they're like the third party ones.
$18 a booster pack right now. $18.
Like five below never has Pokemon cards anymore. They used to have some like Alola packs, and I got some good cards out of that. But like now,
That comes out to probably like $800 or $700 for a booster box or something like that. I don't know the exact number. $700 maybe we'll say for 36 packs of prismatic evolutions. $700.
that's way too much. That is way too much.
I mean, like elite trainer box is $150 for an elite trainer box of that. If you want to,
What even is an elite trainer box? It's not like a booster box. It's like you build a deck. No, I used to play the game, like the trading card game, like a little bit, but I just like opening packs.
case of elite trainer boxes that's going to be $1,500. The average collector, the average player is not going to be able to play this game if this continues. You're not going to be able to acquire cards if this continues. You're not going to have the cards to play the game.
Yeah,
Um,
like it's only gonna be YouTubers that are able to do it.
and that leads me into Journey Together. That's the newest set that was just announced last week, days ago, literally days ago, and we have pre-orders being resold for two.
Reorders being resold. That's like they don't even have a thing yet, and you're buying it from them. Who is? Oh,
$250 plus. These are the pre-orders for one booster box, $250, $255. A case of 6 for $1,600.
a case of 6?
200
6 packs. That's like that's basically like $50 for one pack. And it just came out. Okay, yeah, they're ruining the game.
So tell me, how is the average player? How is the average? Sorry, it's just really upsetting to see this.
This
Like
is sad.
I get scared because I don't know the strat, like the exit of this to sort of like
I think the exit is to make the card packs cheaper, and it gets rid of scalpers. But Nintendo won't. The Pokemon card company will not do that because it would stop them from making money, and it would stop them from making enough money that I don't blame them. But yeah, there's like no way they have to devalue the stuff. But if they do that, that's still not good. There's like yeah, there's no solution.
bring everything back down because again, like if you look at this as like the newest crypto drop, right? Or like whatever.
Yeah, it's
It's like almost like everybody's just buying them up and holding on to them and the price just keeps going up. And I know I keep comparing it to like crypto or something, but that's just kind of like the first thing that comes to mind when I think of this. And it's almost like, oh, the new set's
yeah,
here.
it's like cryptos and NFTs.
Everybody that can get this for MSRP.
It's an NFT loot box. That's what it is. It's an NFT loot box. But then the loot box itself is worth more than the NFTs inside of it. I mean, there's probably a few like really rare cards that are worth more than the boxes, but like it's like in Pet Simulator. In Pet Simulator, it's a Roblox game. you have these eggs. They're like 38. The eggs, those premium eggs, and they're worth like 38 million diamonds. And then you open it up, and the like the highest chance of getting stuff is like 1 million. So it's like that. Like these booster boxes are worth like the booster boxes are worth more than the cards inside of them. Like the cardboard around these packs is worth more because it's just significant. It's just like it doesn't mean anything. Like the cards inside of it, they are just pieces of cardboard, but they're rare. They have like value. Like you got one and it's rarer than another one. That makes it have more value. But with this, it's just like these are just a thing you buy. Like it's not like you have a very chance of getting it. So it's like worse. It's just bad.
It's gone instantly. Pokemon Center. I mean, I'm sure once pre-orders drop anywhere, Target, Walmart, uh, Best Buy, GameStop.
What they gotta do is mass produce them. Because people will buy them at first, but then they'll realize that they have no value. And they gotta stop putting it on websites and put it in real life stores. They're still gonna get bought out, but if they have like tons and tons, it devalues that set, and then they do the next set, and there'll be less scalpers.
Those are gone. Those are gone instantly. They're gone, and then they're either being automatically flipped on eBay as
Yeah,
selling their
flipped.
pre-orders, which they're not even guaranteed that they're going to have those pre-orders in hand. They're just crossing their fingers and hoping that they're going to get that pre-order and deliver that to the customer. Um, and that's a problem because then once all the MSRP stuff is sold out, it's going on eBay, and then all that's going to be left are purchasing these things from stores, businesses, online shops that get the allocations. And realistically, they can charge whatever they want to charge for the product.
They
And
can't. Yeah, because like, look, let's say all the scalpers buy all the things in the world. Like they don't even have to buy all the things in the world. Like all the sealed boxes. Even if there's like tons of packs that have been opened, every single code's been found. If they have the boxes like signify the like it's like a symbol. It's like crypto. The box itself is crypto. So then yeah, they can charge whatever they want for it. Pokemon has no like control over it anymore.
once you get to that situation, it really just feels like MSRP is just a long, just it's just so far gone at that point. And if the normal players can't get the cards to play the games to build their decks, if
Oh yeah, Dex. I think they will be able to build their decks because there will be some people who open up packs. TCG player will buy them, and if people aren't selling like cards to TCG player, they'll be more in demand, and then people will want them more, and they'll open up more packs. So I think deck building is fine, but just like getting, I mean, even deck building, that's going to be still more expensive than it would be without all the scalpers.
you know, that's really the way that I think a lot of people will get these pre-orders is with using some sort of like botting to be able to, you know,
Yeah, that's what people are doing. They're doing botting. Like one person will bot like a set, and then since they botted that set, they just get like all those, and then they have like a monopoly over that box because they're the only one who has it. So they can charge like 10 times the price.
check out really quickly and buy them. And that's what it's getting to. And if that continues with Pokemon dropping a brand new set every couple of months, brand new products monthly that are sold out instantly and that are automatically going up for 2, 3, 4, 5 times MSRP, that just takes it out of the hands of your normal collectors and enthusiasts and people that are genuinely.
Yeah, I think collectors depends what type of collectors. Some he says collectors, but normal collectors usually still like sell cards and stuff. So I think if you're like a dedicated collector, they'll be able to get some. But like, yeah,
Excited for the hobby, and that scares me. And I and you guys have probably saw my video where I opened up the new set Prismatic Evolutions a few times, and every time I opened it, I felt worse and worse about opening the product. I just felt so bad sitting there. I felt bad that other people were scrambling to get the product. I felt bad that MSR or not MSRP, the resale price on these
Well,
things
if it's not your fault, you shouldn't be feeling bad.
is $20
I mean, like you should feel sad for other people, but it's not your fault.
a pack plus, and I don't see where this ends. One of the big things that I feel like we should be doing to help this situation is that we really should be making our voices heard here and reaching out to Pokemon. I'm sure they're already completely aware of this, but really
I hope they are. I hope they like really start locking in and start like fixing this.
reaching out and saying, "Hey, we need more product. We need you guys to open up more printing facilities. We need we need to like up our capacities here because I'm assuming all the printing that they have is at full capacity. I'm assuming they're printing
Yeah.
24/7. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm assuming that. Back in 2021, 2022, Pokemon made a few statements promising that they were going to up the printing capacity of Pokemon cards. And, I know that they acquired some new facilities over the years, but it's nowhere near enough. In my mind, I feel like they're not even close to.
Yeah, what they need is more places making cards, because I think they only have them in Japan. I might be wrong, but they need to move their manufacturing.
Meeting the demand. So that's one way that this situation can kind of get better for everybody is if Pokemon just prints more product to try to meet the demand. I'm not super optimistic about it though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not feeling very optimistic that Pokemon is going to be able to print enough for this type of demand. It's crazy. The other thing is if the demand starts to die off, and I don't know how, or it really would just come down to people not buying this stuff. Realistically, if you guys are not buying this stuff at these crazy prices, then it's just gonna,
Yeah.
stuff will come down.
Oh, I
more
haven't
and
been
more.
talking for a while, but yeah. Stop buying Pokemon cards for like a month. Just like stop. I mean, it's like January. There's no reason to be buying cards. It's not Christmas. Like, maybe, yeah, like birthdays. But yeah, stop buying cards.
As people are fighting to get the sale, and as people are being sellers are undercutting each other.
These ads! What even is this game?
But I think this is really a lot different. If you were here for the huge boom in 2021 and 2022, I think this boom is
I don't think I was there. I liked cards and stuff, but that was like COVID. I like barely did any cards during COVID.
again, this is my opinion. This is not fact. I'm taking a total guess here, but I feel like it's like double what it was in 2021, 22, which was already insane. But that I feel like focused a lot more on vintage, and I feel like this run
Yeah,
is
vintage.
really about modern. And
It was it was better when it was vintage.
I really think it's mostly
It was better when it was vintage because vintage was like yeah, it's vintage. So it's still not good to have the prices skyrocketing. But vintage are like they're not making new sets. So it's harder for scalpers to like ruin everything for everyone else. For this, they just like pre-order everything. They have bots, and then they resell it, and they have a monopoly on the boxes. They don't have a monopoly on vintage stuff because they don't have it, and it's not being sold everywhere. And some of it is just like lost.
mainly focused on Scarlet and Violet era, especially brand new sets
Yeah,
drops.
Scarlet and Violet. I didn't think it was gonna be like popular, but like for the first half of it, I don't think it was. But now it's like it's booming.
And Sword and Shield era. I feel like those are the two big ones, and that's the easiest point of entry for most people. That's the cheapest point of entry for most people into the hobby. And now that we're seeing the cheapest and easiest access points for people to get back into cards being taken over, it's going to drive a lot of people out. It's going to drive a lot of enthusiasts, a lot of people that love the hobby out of the hobby. Whether that's permanently or temporarily, it will drive the people out because there are plenty of people that do not want to pay these prices and cannot pay these prices.
Yeah,
And it is outrageous the
it
prices
is.
on these. And I'm just
They gotta. What they should do. They should make it so like you can't sell it online for a while. Actually, are you allowed to do that? Can you say that your product isn't allowed to be sold online? They do that for like 3 days, and see if that helps or if that makes it worse. And then they make it like if it's only sold in stores, that's good. 'Cause I mean, no one like Pokemon Company isn't losing money because it's still being bought. I think they are losing money if people are scalping it. They're not losing money, but they're not making any money from it, so they probably don't want that to happen.
afraid that every
So what they do, they don't release a set for like 2 months.
new
And then when it does come out, it's like pretty inflated. Nothing, not like too bad, but like something that most people can buy and won't isn't like worth it to scalp it.
drop of Pokemon cards is going to be this crazy hyped thing where the pre-orders are sold instantly. They're put on eBay and prices just continue to climb. We see with all these other boxes on TCG Player that it's just like it's almost like there are so many different angles that people are getting into like purchasing different boxes and stuff like that that are driving up like all these boxes
Yeah.
have gone up probably like 100% at least. I mean, Evolving Skies is 1300, 160 for Stellar Crown. Lost Origin has been going like just like it went from being sold on Pokemon Center months ago to being almost $400 a box right now. It looks like.
four hundred
Um,
dollars a box. I think a box is fine if it's like $100. Maybe it can get up to $400 if it's something special. This doesn't look like something special. I mean, I'm not saying that artwork looks bad, the artwork looks incredible, but like, yeah.
with like no end in sight. Now, I hope that this just that this is just a temporary craze. I don't know what the answer is. Nobody knows the answer. No matter what channel you're watching, there's plenty of great channels out there with great information, but nobody knows the answer. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows when or
I hope this isn't ruined. Because I feel like this happened to like Bitcoin and crypto. It happened a lot faster than Pokemon cards because Pokemon cards are old. But like, crypto was like, it was like, you buy some crypto and it's like a little thing and it's a small community. But like, now it's like the average person can't get into crypto. But like, I feel like this is turning into that.
if these prices are going to start coming
Like you can mine like crypto, but you'll make like 1 cent a day.
back down. But this is the situation we're in right now. So on my end, I just want to put this video out there. I don't, again, I'm not trying to cause this huge fear and panic, but I feel like I need to put this content out there. I feel like I
Yeah,
need to put it out
yeah.
there for
And
myself.
I feel like I want to give my views on it because it is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. Yeah. So I think I might make this is probably going to be an episode of the podcast. So yeah. Um I think I'm gonna it's just him talking for the rest of it. I'm gonna end the video here. I've been talking for a while. Um so yeah. Oh, let's see this. He pinned a message. Just to be clear, this video is not to point fingers at any one group in particular. We all add to the craze. Yes, that's true. However, I have to say scalpers who are buying out all the pre-orders for the newest sets in progress and immediately listing them for 3 to 4 times the price is a huge problem. I agree. I think scalpers are the main problem. The simple fact is that whether you're a collector, investor, content creator, rip or shipper, rip and shipper. I know what a shipper is, but I don't know what a rip is. Player, act to the act, etc. The supply is just not enough to meet all the demand right now. I wanted to make this video in hopes that it would get the word out. So yeah, I think Pokemon like I don't think they like this. They like to make money, but I don't think they are making that much money because they don't have enough supply. And usually that's good, like they have something really demanded. But but like this is bad because it's not like they're making money when people scalp their stuff. They're making like 3 to 4 times less than the people that just like resell their stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. It's been a long one. Uh, subscribe if you like my commentary. I also have a Twitch. I like to do podcasts on there. So yeah. Uh, thank you.